Your Honor, there was a member of my office staff who observed Officer Sylvia, who has been sitting on this side of the courtroom behind the defendant, dressed in black and blue, and who has, since he's been separated as a witness, come back into the courtroom to sit behind Mr. Rankin, and who was before that in the courtroom behind Mr. Rankin. And he rode up the elevator with a member of the jury was seen doing that by a member of my office. Not to indicate that he said anything to that particular juror, but there were no extensive efforts made on his behalf to go out of his way to stay away from members of the jury. And I would just submit to the court that just as this young lady who was on the other side of the courtroom and who has been a spectator made no attempts to go out of her way to avoid that member of the jury, there's a member of that side as well who made no attempts to go out of his way to stay away from members of the jury.
Let me announce this to everybody present. Even if you know a juror, during the course of this trial, you are to have no contact, no conversation to anybody who's a member of the jury. No contact, no communication with anybody who's a member of the jury. This goes for everybody. Everyone. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Your Honor, before I'd ask the court to exclude the young lady that had contact with the juror from the courtroom and the rest of the proceedings. I think it's obviously clear that she's violated the court's order earlier not to have any contact, and I think that it's clear she's been in the courtroom, she knows who the jurors are, she had a discussion. Even if you accept what she said about not discussing the case itself, her continued presence in the courtroom, I'd suggest to the court, is an attempt or does influence that one particular juror that she does know and did have contact with, and I'd suggest to the court that she's lost her privilege to be in the court, and I'd ask the court to exclude her.
Okay.
Your Honor, I submit that to the court.
Well, I think we all heard what she said. We all heard what the juror said. Made an announcement to everyone, no contact, no conversation. And based on what I heard the young lady say, and what I heard the juror say, I'm not going to exclude it. Not at this time. And anyone else that has any contact, anyone, that means everybody, including the lawyers, I have no contact, no conversation with any member of the jury. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
No, sir.
And the court has given us leave to readdress this if we have some other issues to bring to the court's attention, correct? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All rise. Be seated, please.